All right. So, okay. So I'm at home in my house, and Zen Mommy, thank you for watching. And I'm live. So my family is here, my kids and my son, who is an infant, and you will hear him in the background, and I might get distracted. So this is not like my regular videos where I take the time and I'm out in nature and I got all that good energy. Hopefully I'm gonna still have the good energy though. Anyways, okay, so last week I released a video titled Finding Your Life's Purpose, and I talked about how I'm taking a leap of faith into my life's purpose and how my job is ending in at the end of the month. Well, I had 30 days left on my job. And so I decided to take the step to start my own healing practice, to do Reiki. And I'm having a bad connection. I hope it's still recording. Okay, so Reiki and energy healing. Well, I just found out that my job is going to end on the 24th. I'm not even prepared. And so today I was at work and I was thinking I haven't done a new video or update. And I did say that that's what I was going to do to encourage other people to follow their path. So win, lose or fail, I want to follow my path. So if I go and I start a practice and I get no clients, I want to share my whole experience. And so anyways, I got emotional at work today because it really hit me that the job is ending and therefore security. And so I was, I got emotional at one point. I got worried. Like I realized an old core belief has surfaced. I started to think that I wasn't going to make it, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't going to be successful. And I realized it was a core belief, and I'm still kind of scared. and I know about the law of attraction and attracting the wrong kind of vibration. And I know when you start doubting and have negativity, that puts it out there. So that worries me too. Like, oh, I hope I'm not, manifesting that I will fail because I'm so scared that I am fail. Sometimes it gets tricky with the law of attraction. Anyways, one of the things that are my passion and I want my life's purpose, the things that you find, I like to cook. And today I'm about to cook a meal for my family, and I thought I would talk while I was cooking. So I'm not doing anything special or fantastic or anything today. I decided I was just gonna make some pasta and some marinara sauce, and I'm doing homemade marinara sauce. I had got these tomatoes, and where are they? Summer, what happened to the tomatoes? Oh, here they are. I got these tomatoes, and I decided, for a long time, I used to just buy the jar of tomato sauce, ragu or whatever, and I didn't realize how much better it tastes fresh. And I thought it was this long process to make it. So the last time, I just diced these up, and I kind of just, sauteed it and cooked it with some herbs. So this time, I decided I didn't want to dice it up. I was being lazy, so I blended up the tomatoes, and I used two different kind of tomatoes for flavor, but I think I blended it way too thin. But oh well, we're gonna make it work, right? So when you're doing it yourself, the main thing, it's gonna be a lot fresher, therefore it's gonna taste better than the jar, but you have to make sure you put the right flavorings in it. So I got some fresh rosemary from the garden. Oh, and I keep a plant of basil. I keep this one inside the house because I use basil a lot, and they grow really nicely. I keep it next to the window. So I'm going to put basil in it. And this is an official cooking show. I'm kind of just throwing this together right now while I was talking. So one of the things I want to do on this channel is I want to do a cooking show called Cooking for Consciousness. And I switched to veganism a few months ago. And because of old programs, I was always blocked from wanting to try new food and experience things. And for some reason, I thought vegan food was gross. And, I remember I made a vegan cake for my daughter's boyfriend, and it was like a rum cake. Everybody loved it. And they were like, my friend tasted, she says, oh my God, I can't believe it worked. And I'm like, if you really think about it, the only thing I don't have in here is egg. Does egg really make the cake taste like cake? If you really think about it, eggs doesn't have a sweet cake. What's going on in there? What do you mean? Uh-oh. That's my son. What did he drop? Oh, okay. Anyways, and so when you really think about it, eggs doesn't give cake flavor. And, you know, there's plenty of delicious options of milk if your recipe requires milk. So anyways, after I started trying all these new foods, it's just like my world opened up to the different things. I was now faced with the challenge every day, how to make a new meal and how far it to taste delicious. And so it was like a whole new world opened up to me. And when I realized all the things I was missing out on just by switching my diet over to veganism, I just wanted to share the world. I'm not telling anyone that you have to switch, but I'm saying try one of my meals that I create. It's so good. Or create your own. And all I want to do is, of course, it's about the animals and the energy, but I'm not going to push my beliefs on anyone else as to why I feel that way, because it took me a long time to hit it. And let me tell you, I switched to a vegan 6 months ago. About 3 months ago, I broke being vegan for a month because my friend made this, I hate to say it. My friend made some smoked salmon that they brined for 12 hours, and I couldn't help myself. And so it happens, that's life. You don't just switch and turn hardcore. It's just like with any other thing that you're trying to change, things don't happen perfectly. Sometimes we fail, sometimes we fall, and sometimes we have to get back up, and then I went back, and that's another thing about becoming a vegan. Sometimes you become like the really rude person in the group. Everybody want to go out to eat. Nothing on the menu fits you. And so it gets to a point where, I remember one person told me this story that they went on a date with a vegan woman, and they went to the restaurant, and she ordered her meal vegan and he had his regular, but there was one thing wrong. She was just like, she was eating, she was just like, is there milk in this? And they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, there is milk. And she took the food and started throwing it at the waitress. And he was just like, I'll never date a vegan again. So I think that stuff like that is a little extreme. One time my mom made barbecue, and she decided to go out of the way and get me some vegan burgers. And I was like, that's so sweet. But the buns had eggs and milk in it. And I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it, because I appreciate what she did. The law of gratitude. You have to be thankful. And I was reading somewhere today how that's why they created blessing your food, praying over your food or blessing it. It's to kind of protect the energies that's on it already. And I never did understand when I was in church why we prayed for the food. In fact, I never I was in church, I was everything, full on religion, but I didn't pray over the food that much. I did it in front of other people when we were doing it at, Thanksgiving or something. But I guess that's a good way to anything that you bless, you hold as sacred. It does help clean the energy, I believe. So anyways, let's get to food because I know my family is hungry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my skillet. And again, this is not an official cooking show, but I decided that's the one thing that's been taking me so long to start this cooking show. Should I have everything perfect? Should I have this whole layout and this plan how I'm going to do it? And before, when I did my live stream on Facebook, I just turned it on while I was cooking. And I think maybe it's better to do it that way. So I'm going to put some oil in the pan. Let's see. Okay. And so I wasn't nearly a cook before I became a vegan. So I'm learning things. In fact, I have a few people I'm going to bring on my cooking show to teach me and teach us together. I work in event planning. So we work with a lot of cooks and high-end cooks and chefs and catering companies. And so I've met quite a few people and I've learned so many things. So I definitely want to bring that on to the show. And so, okay, so when starting with the spaghetti that I'm making, the marinara sauce, I blended up the tomatoes because I didn't feel like cutting them up. Can you get the door? Yeah. All right. And so I put some oil in the pan. So I learned from my friend, if you put the oil and put your fresh herbs in the oil, so the oil will actually extract all of the flavor. And I'm going to turn this down a little bit. The oil will extract all of the flavor, and it'll just redistribute it into the food when you cook it in. So I have the rosemary in the pan, and I just remembered I didn't cut up the garlic. I could go the lazy route and do garlic paste, but when I did a cooking show for on my Zen Mommy Facebook page, and I did street tacos because a year ago I did it with meat I did a cooking show with the meat, and then I became a vegan, so I decided to right that wrong. So with the street tacos, and I lost my I had everything cut up ahead of time. And so because I had everything cut up ahead of time, it just made the whole cooking show go all smooth. All right, so I'm going to put the garlic in the pan. And I think I accidentally turned off the fire. So we hope this turned out good because I accidentally, I think I made the tomato puree.
What are you making for dinner?
I am making, I'm live too while I'm doing this. I'm live on front of YouTube. If you want to come over here, you're going to have to meet
Hi, everybody.
Hi, this is my daughter's friend.
Daughter number 2.
Her name is Alex.
Yes. Or Allie, whichever works.
Yeah. And so, so we're making, you want to help me?
Ooh, yes. Oh, Imani, you have Snapchat? I want to Snapchat you this food.
Yes.
Ooh, let's
Snapchat is the big thing. So I need a...
Yeah, we're friends on Snapchat already.
Storm, what are you up to?
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, we'll talk in the morning and really go deep.
Okay, you can't be on the phone conversation in front of... Yes, it's recording. It's live. They're watching now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to hear your personal conversation. Why is this jar stuck? This is awful. All right, it's not stuck. Somebody put this in wrong. All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
What you can do is can cut me up some basil from off of this plant.
Gotcha. Oh, look, let me show you what I did in my kitchen.
All right, but focus. No, right now you can't show me anything. You focus on this.
Cut basil.
Yes, cut basil.
Get out the drawer.
You know what? I'm going to use some dry herbs too. I prefer fresh herbs whenever I have them. So right now all I have is basil and rosemary. But you can do the same thing with the dry herbs. You put it in the oil and it'll extract the flavor. And this is my daughter. Won't you say hi now?
I came in here for my water.
Okay, so oregano, we'll put oregano in there. I hope this turns out good, guys. I wasn't even planning on cooking today.
She says it like everything she did make good.
So anyways, back to talking about my life purpose. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to do this cooking show. And I'm thinking of doing a cookbook, with it. And, maybe that'll be a way to maximize on my talent, right?
I think so.
And, but my healing practice, so already, okay, so everybody at work, I call them non-believers. They don't have faith in me. They don't believe in energy healing and Reiki. They say they believe in it, but they look at me like, woo-hoo-hoo, the mystical one. And so, sometimes they're negativity, and I'm like, oh, I have Reiki master. And one of the guys was like, I don't know if you should be calling yourself a master.
Oh, he said that? No, he didn't.
And I'm like, that is the training. He said, I'm just saying. And so, sometimes you got to get through believing in yourself when everyone around you doesn't. I think that's my biggest test right now.
Believing in yourself? My
daughter, we all believe here, but when I go to work, that environment, they know, they understand the most of me. They know about my YouTube channel, although one of them watch it sometimes.
Don't get at me like that. I get trying to watch it.
Not you, I'm talking about the people at work.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know you wasn't watching it. You're not watching it?
I've been trying to watch it.
All right, okay, I need you to hurry up with the basil.
I'm already done with it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Throw
it in the pan.
Just toss it in there?
Yeah, just toss it in there. And some Italian seasoning. Looks like I'm running low on seasonings.
I asked him where he had it in my phone and he said,
He did it?
See, Stormy's getting into trouble. I don't know. I hope this is enough seasoning for the amount I'm making.
Should I make more basil?
Okay, so I think I'm going to put some of the purified garlic in it. How much basil did you do?
I only did 2 little things.
Yeah, do about
I think
2
I should
more.
do 2 more.
Because I wanted to have that tomato basil garlic flavor.
Yeah.
All right.
I bought one of these like this, like smaller though. It's
Mhm.
not so big.
So and I'm putting I have this puree garlic. Now you can take the garlic and blend it yourself and put it in like oil, like avocado oil or something, and it'll store it and stay fresh and keep it in the refrigerator.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Oh yeah. Or with I do that all the time. Or with you do it with ginger too. 'Cause I cook with ginger a lot.
And just like mince it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you can do it like thick and chunky.
I'm so happy that I made that I planted it yesterday. I did it yesterday. Oh man. So did you just added more soil to the pot?
What do you mean soil? I bought a new one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh no, they just keep growing back if they're in the sun and being watered. All right, so let's see. I have my seasonings in the pan. I feel like it's not enough, but we're gonna go with it. And remember, I blended my tomatoes, and I blended them too much, but it might not be the thickest. Oh, it's kind of thick. It might be okay.
See, there goes that self-doubt.
Oh yeah, we were talking about self-doubt. That's what prompted me to do this live thing today. I started getting a bunch of doubt about my future, about my purpose that I made a whole video over. And I was like, nope, I'm still gonna follow my passion, but like I just, I started to get nervous, like what if I don't get any clients, and what if I don't make enough money? The exact feelings, the exact negativity that can put me back in the same vibration where I'm still manifesting. And I remember my employer, who is also a friend of mine, was like, well, why don't you, and I'm like, looking for like another kind of part-time job, but something like now I'm looking for something like in the holistic field. And it's like, oh, but use your marketing and your graphic design and your web design. And I'm thinking, first of all, I hate this job. I hate doing that stuff here. Why would I go look for another one? But I didn't want to say that. And I was just like, God, if I end up in another job after I've discovered that I have this purpose in life, I'm going to be so miserable. And, it gets to a point where you have to trust the universe. You really do. And it's just like, it's a hard thing to leave your job and just follow your dream. It's not easy. And I have to constantly tell myself, okay, the worst case scenario, you know what, win or fail, at least I tried. A person who never tries, they'll never get anywhere. And so I'm definitely going to try. I'm just, it's not going to, now that I know that the date has changed, my job is actually ending on the 24th. Now that I know that the 24th is coming, all I can say is I'm going to save and do the most of the work. Like I have my website up and things, but I still need to find a place. I need to rent a space to do the energy healing on people. And so there's a lot of little parts I got to do. I got to get my actual business license and everything, which I'm probably going to do this week. And, all of these steps I need to take, but it gets scary, But truthfully, I can probably make it through all of December. And hopefully I will start getting clients. I've been giving out my cards. I have one person called me already. And so soon I don't even have a space yet. So I'm nervous. And so I'm gonna get a place. I found a place for rent, and it's not like, it's like a monthly fee, like $69, and it's $12 an hour. So I can start off with just renting the time before I actually rent. I really want my own space, my own place where I can decorate it with crystals and put all that good energy in there. When they just walk in, they won't even need a session by the time they come in my office. But that's what I want. What?
That sounds good.
Okay, that's what I want. And it's just the thing about when you're manifesting your desires, and I've been studying this a lot. You have to stay in that vibration, that positive. You have to believe that you can make it, and no matter what situations you face or what negativity you face, you have to just stay true to the goal. Okay, to manifesting your desires. Because the moment, like today, I got that doubt. I even started crying. When everybody was going, I didn't take lunch today, and I was like a couple of tears, not like boohoo crying. And I was thinking, oh my! All of a sudden, I felt scared, And I felt like, okay, I can't feel scared. I can't feel scared. But the truth is, that is still an emotion. I just talked about emotions. I have to still understand my emotions. And so I realized it was a core belief within me that.
See, Storm agrees. He was going like this.
I realized the core belief in me that I didn't think that I could make it, that I didn't believe in myself. That I feel like I had the self-worth issues, but like, you know, most of my life I've never really like pursued a goal that I really wanted to do. And I always felt like I couldn't do it. Core belief, you know, people say, oh, because you're an orphan and you didn't have parents, or because you came up in a urban background, things won't go well for you. Well, see, that's the reason why most poor people end up staying poor, and rich people can lose all their money again and get rich again, because they're naturally in the vibration of abundance. So they don't know another way. They know abundance. They were born into abundance. So if you grew up like me in an urban community and you want to make your way to abundance, it is a job. It's not easy. It's definitely a journey to get your abundance. And so like that's what I want to be. I mean, not just about money. I want to have abundance in all forms. But at this point, I want to do what I love to do. I want to have time to make my YouTube videos. This is looking so good. I want to show it to the screen.
I also had, I don't know why,
Ooh,
I had a thought. I bring tomatoes.
Huh? You brought
I bring tomatoes.
But it's too late. I'm already started. It looks
well,
good
can't
though.
you just saute them and put them in there?
No, but you can save them for later.
Oh, tomatoes.
Okay, so it's tasting very
How does it
tomatoey.
taste like?
It's good, very tomatoey.
Very tomatoey.
I think we need
Oh, I made
more
the tomatoes
flavor.
last night.
Oh, there's no salt in it.
The way
That's
you
why.
wanted me to-
Oh! I found this onion salt at. I usually like Himalayan salt, but at Trader Joe's they had this onion salt. I had to try it.
Ooh.
It says
Is it good?
a savory. It's really good. A savory allium blend with a touch of salt, so it's not too much salt, and it has a lot of onion flavor. And I tried it last night.
Mm.
Last night I made fried tofu chicken.
I need that recipe. I bought the tofu.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah,
I just
I'll
don't
give it to
know how
you.
the recipe.
Yeah. So basically, you gotta take the tofu and.
I think I might. Can I do it overnight, or is that doing too much?
Yeah, you know what? I put it in like a broth, vegetable broth, so
Would
it can
you?
get flavored, and just let it marinate in it overnight. But I season it with like onion. I put some bragg,
Did
some
you
of
do
this in
something
there.
without vegetable broth?
What do you mean? Why would you want to do it without vegetable broth? You can just do
Because I
it.
don't have any. That's why.
It's so easy to get vegetable broth.
That's true. But I wanted to make it tonight.
Oh, I might have some vegetable. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't put that in without. I might have some vegetable broth you can take. If not, a tip for everybody. Speaking about vegetable broth, I know how to make this relate as well.
Ooh.
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay, so at the end of every meal, when you're chopping up your vegetables, you know how you have the vegetables to the side and either you throw them away or put them in compost? Well, the good pieces, you know, this is all frozen vegetables. So every time I cook or chop up vegetables, I put the leftover vegetables that I would normally throw away in a bag and then I freeze them. Once the bag gets filled, we boil them and we make broth, vegetable broth. Vegetable broth you can cook. I make soups with it.
Oh my god.
You can cook your quinoa in it, your rice or whatever, and give it flavor. And it can replace most
If I
kinds
had
of
known
broth.
this. How
Oh yeah, so for now on, start saving. I got like 3 bags. It's time for me to make them. Put it back in the freezer for me.
Wow.
All right.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it's all about conscious cooking, right?
That's smart and save money.
Okay, so let's see. I want to get a taste of this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can get the pasta for me.
Where's the pasta? What kind of pasta do you want?
It's still tasting kind of watery. I'm thinking what to
Thicken
add.
it up?
Let's see. Like, I didn't plan this at all. This is not like an official cooking show.
Oh, where can I buy this to? Where can I buy this to? Oh, Trader Joe's.
That's Himalayan salt.
Oh. I didn't even know Trader Joe's had these.
I want to put some
Which noodles do you want?
oh, give me the noodles are in that drawer. Yeah. The top shelf right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna turn this down some. Okay, knocked out. Here, let me get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had the color blood.
Well, those might be good. You know, I could try those.
Which one? These?
Yeah.
These are cute. They look very
Yeah,
festive.
this is the one
They're
that
called zucchini pasta.
Okay, so this is zucchini. Is it? I think it's gonna. No, I think we
That
should
was
try
as
it.
well.
All right, so this is pasta that's made out of butternut squash and paprika and wheat as well. So we're gonna try this one because this wasn't what I planned, but I bought it because they're like big and they're orange, and I thought Storm would like it.
So what is this? Hearts of palm?
Oh, hearts of palm. That's what I used to make vegan crab cakes with.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it. They taste just like crab.
Wow. Like see?
So yeah, okay. The sauce is looking good so far. I need a pan of water.
I came home.
I realize I'm gonna need an assistant for a cooking show. I can't
I
do
was
it.
also gonna tell you. Did you want me to cut that? Did you even cut that?
Yeah, oh no, cut it up. Yes, please.
Say, like, where's the onion?
I got distracted.
Oh. Let me rinse my hands off. I came home and nobody was even home, so I was like, oh, I guess
Did you get your cards?
I did.
Okay, yeah.
I've been so happy now. I'm so happy you gave me that selenite.
Oh, okay.
It really helped me a lot.
She's talking about moon crystal. Oh, are you okay? Storm,
Are you okay?
are you okay, honey? Come here.
Yeah, he's fine. He's like, I'm just
Say
dropping
hi. Say hi, look it. Oh, you looking at the food, huh?
He's
Look,
like,
Stormy, look. Say hi.
Can you say hi?
Say hi.
Look. Say hi. Look. Say hi.
He's all right, let me finish
Isn't that
making
just
your
so
dinner.
convenient how you have that? Like,
I know. Oh my tripod broke, so I have this on the knife set.
it's perfect. You
All
want
right.
me to pick you up? Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so and then when I do the cookie show, I didn't want them to be that long. I'm kind of still trying to figure out exactly how to do it, but I know one thing is like I keep trying to wait to become perfect, and then it ends up never happening. One thing I have learned is
can't be
you have to try. I remember before I started my YouTube channel, I remember Victor Odo, who is a YouTuber that I followed about the awakening and light workers, and he's actually my coach. I hired him as my awakening coach to help me with my life's purpose, and because that's also what I want to do, is help people too. And anyways, I lost my train of thought. What was I
You're
talking
talking about the coach and how
about? Right before that.
you were trying to talk about how they can help you.
Nope, before that. I wish I could rewind it.
Okay.
All right, it'll
Life's
come.
purpose.
Huh?
You know your purpose. That's how you're talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's see. I have no idea.
That's okay.
It was good though.
It was good.
Yeah, I think I can see people talk on here. Oh wait, it does show text chat message. Oh my god, if people's been chatting, I've missed it.
Have they? What did they say?
Wait, show live, but it doesn't show it. Maybe
What
no
did
one
it
said
say?
anything. I don't. Wait, hide on. Oh no, it was show. I guess no one's speaking anything.
Hey, be active, guys. I see a viewer on there.
Yeah, no, I'm still trying to figure out what I was trying to say.
Maybe they can tell you.
Oh,
What you guys
I get it. I
listening?
know. I got it. He said that he said this quote by Napoleon Hill.
There we go.
Do the thing and the power will come. You see, the power doesn't come until you start doing it. When I first, if you look at down the line at my earlier YouTube videos, I mean, I won't say that they're bad or anything, but you can definitely see how I changed, how I started to get connected to my higher self, the growth. When I look back, I'm like, oh my God. And it took me doing the thing. It took me putting videos out, putting them out. And then eventually they just got better. And so that's the same thing with the starting this cooking shows. Maybe I just have to do it. Maybe I have to do it even though my kitchen isn't perfect. Maybe I have to do it even though I don't have a matching set of dishes. Like I was doing it at my friend's house. He had everything there. But maybe, I just have to get started any way I can, and just go with it. Go with the flow, and not worry about things being perfect. Life isn't perfect. You know, that's why I got that argument with my friend. Like, my channel is not about being perfect. It's about being me, you know, and finding my true self. And that means having imperfect moments, you know. And just like if you live your whole life a facade, then you'll be nothing but a facade your whole life. And, you know, it's about waking up to the true self, okay? And stop aligning with the, oh, yeah, you know, it's one thing to be like, oh, you know, this and that. And, oh, but I have this night, you know, I show you pictures of me cooking always in a nice house. Then, you know, that's not really how I'm truly living. And this is about my true self, okay? And so, although I probably will do my cooking show there, but I'm just saying, I don't want to be afraid to do it here at home. I want to be able to turn it on, you know. Sometimes I haven't recorded because of the timing of doing it over there. And then there was lots of times I was ready. You know, I wanted to do that weekly. And then there's times where I haven't wanted to record it because the weather hasn't been that great and I don't have a beautiful background. But now, you know, I just sometimes things don't always happen the way you plan.
Do you want to saute these or do you want these thrown in?
Oh, yeah, you know what? I do want to saute those. Okay. So the onions I forgot to saute the onions ahead of time. And I thought I put on the, oh, crap. Did I just have that on?
No way.
All right. Okay. Make sure there's no.
Do you have another one?
No, that's my daughter's friend, Alex.
Hi.
Also, now that the messages are coming up.
Cool.
She's in Texas. Okay. Let's hope that we don't explode.
I'm not from Texas.
Not you. He's talking about my other cousin.
Oh. I'm like, I'm not from Texas. I just came from Texas.
All right. So I'll move this. Okay. Give me a smaller pan to saute with.
Okay.
Okay, so the onions I forgot to put in ahead of time, so I'm going to saute them and then throw them in. So remember when I say saute, it gets the flavor all in the oil. Then the oil will integrate in the rest of the food with that onion flavor. So that's why I'm going to saute it. Otherwise, I was just throwing it in. Are you okay, honey pie?
Come on.
Oh, come here. Oh, you want that loving energy right now. You looking at the food? You ready? Can't wait to be. No, use a tiny one.
Where's the little one at?
Let me see, it might be in here. There we go.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Storm, I'm sorry, honey.
Okay.
Why don't you go in there with your sister, huh?
Go with Storm. Go with Summer.
I can't hold you the whole time.
Got it?
Okay. All right. So why isn't okay? So we're just waiting for the pasta to get ready. How long? Read that and tell me how long that pasta takes.
This pasta takes
If it takes too long, I'm gonna switch to the
7
other.
to 9 minutes.
7 to 9 minutes. All right.
What's the other one like?
No, you don't want the other one because the other one you might not like it. It's made out of edamame, and I love it. Don't get me wrong.
I love edamame.
Oh, you do?
You don't like edamame?
No. I love it, but I didn't know if you guys would like.
heck yeah.
I don't.
Do you use Summer?
The thing is, I just had it the other day.
Oh, so you want something new?
Yeah,
Let's do this one. And it's very festive.
It is. Give me those. Put those onions
Look
in
at
here.
this, guys. It has little pumpkins.
Is that
cute?
pumpkins?
Yeah, they're pumpkins.
Oh,
You didn't notice?
that's weird. I think it's gonna taste. Oh, well, it's made out of butternut squash. It
No,
should be
but
okay.
if you think about it, it's gonna go inside too.
All right. Okay. So we gotta get back on track here. You're distracting me.
Oh, I thought you were letting
You're
it get
supposed to
hot.
be my assistant. I told you to put.
I thought you were letting it get hot.
Oh.
I let my pan get hot for a little
It
bit.
is hot. You see it sizzling?
Okay.
Yeah, get break the rest of it. And
No. Oh my gosh.
oh, but it looks good, and it's not too. Remember, I was worried that it was gonna be too watery. Yeah,
Thick.
you see how thick it is? It's not too watery for marinara sauce, right?
I don't think so.
Oh! Cut up
What else?
the zucchini.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you wanna?
Yeah.
I feel like I could add the tomatoes too.
Oh man, and I wanted to add red peppers.
What about the tomatoes too? The little small ones.
The little tomatoes. No, we don't need the tomatoes. No, not that zucchini. That one's bad. It's not really bad, but I rather. Okay, cut it cut it down as a dime, and then cut it in fours, so it'd be like little triangles. Like cut it, yeah, but whatever way you can do it to make that work. And then we're gonna put some peppers in it. Okay, so I don't know. Cut up these peppers. We'll put some peppers in it too.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah, these are those colored bell peppers, the sweet peppers. Or I use them all the time in a lot of dishes I make.
Sorry.
He loves to get in the refrigerator. Oh, see, you keep slipping in those shoes, don't you? I don't know if these shoes is meant for in here. Won't you put his house shoes on him? Oh, he likes watching. Well, now he's in his mommy's arms watching her cook. I wonder how long. I spent 38 minutes, 35 minutes. It shouldn't take this long. I wasn't going to cook today, so it wasn't really planned.
Honestly, I feel like I take so long to it's something we gotta work on.
Yeah.
I like to prep before I cook, so everything's already.
I actually want those other noodles I bought.
Really?
Let me find. Not the edamame ones. But I really bought them for Storm because they're vegetables. They have different vegetable flavors in them. Why are you trying?
Oh, here it is. I don't know. Oh, there you go.
I got these from Trader Joe's. They're organic pasta imported vegetable ratatouille. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that pumpkin one seems nice too. Oh, this one takes longer than that one to boil.
I feel like this one has lots of like vegetables.
Well, we'll try the other one.
Squash and stuff. It'll be good.
All right, yeah. So, all right. So I got the onions in there. Can you start handing me the rest of the?
You need the zucchini?
Yeah, the rest of the zucchini. Wait, let me make sure.
You want both?
No, just one. Okay.
I only did one.
Okay. Oh yeah, thanks for making them small because I kind of want them smaller.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's perfect. And you can start throwing them in the pot. And by the time the noodles are ready, which will be in 7 to 11 minutes.
Put it in the pan.
Yeah.
Just throw them in there.
No, this pan.
Oh, just don't without sauce in them.
No, because these are zucchini. They don't have flavor like that. Yeah, you only saute like the onions and garlics and herbs ahead of time.
Okay.
But this will cook with the pasta
Quickly.
sauce. Yeah.
There's a little bit
I was about to say that's it.
more. No, there's more.
Okay. All right. That's good. So this was an unexpected, unprepared. It looks good though. I think maybe we could have went a little smaller on these pieces, but when they cook, it'll cook down a little.
Okay, I'll put this one in.
Yeah. But was my fire not on?
No, you just put it on.
It just didn't look like it was high. All right, that's enough. It's getting. I don't want that many.
I'm doing the onions. What's called it? The peppers.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot about the. Oh, okay. So now, only do. All right. Yeah, that's cool. Just do 2. Don't do the
Yeah, I'm
3.
not gonna do that.
Cut those up fine, smaller, much smaller than
Yeah, I'm
this.
gonna mince them on.
Oh crap. Oh, I think my phone is getting high temperature being by the ovens. Oh.
Oh,
Let's see. I don't know. So I got to figure out another. I have to figure out, like, I really think I need equipment just to find the right position with the lighting. Like every other way I tried to record, the light just like blurred me all the way out. But it smells good.
maybe just scoot it further back.
Oh my God, it tastes good
Can you
too.
hear me?
I was very doubtful that it was going to taste this good.
Can you hear me? That's
Oh,
what it
yeah.
is. Just scoot it back towards the cabinet.
Let's see. Oh, I'm at 12% battery. This better hurry up. All right. Okay, Storm, I need to put you down while I focus on this. You want to get down for a second? Huh? Huh? You going to help mommy out? I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to. You know what? A top would help for you. And I don't have a top that big. All right, Summer, can you hold him while I finish this up? He wants to be around the new blood. He sees Alex is here. And anytime someone new comes, that's a new friend for him. This is so good. It smells so good. Okay. So. That I would have sauteed. But it's okay. It already went this far. All right.
No.
So that's high. It's starting to boil. I have 12% left on my battery. Okay, 7 to 9 minutes.
Yummy.
I don't think I needed to do the whole thing.
It's okay.
I should have did half.
It's
All right,
okay.
let's do the timer.
Aw, someone said they were so proud of you.
I know.
That's so nice. I have a craving for fruit, for vegetables now.
I know. Like, oh, so
Right.
she just switched to veganism. So it's kind of like it's kind of weird. Like once I switched to vegan, it's
I
kind
don't
of
like
with the
broccoli.
awakening. I kind of feel like a lot of people around me awoken around the same time. And when I started to switch to veganism, my daughter and all her friends want to switch to veganism now, and they're calling me. I want a recipe. My goddaughter calls me from college. Mom, I need a recipe. I just bought an eggplant. I don't know what to do with it. So it's fun. I'm so sorry. I think this is gonna die before I finish. But
Let me get a good little shot.
no, don't do that because I took me forever to get this.
Oh,
I can show them what it looks like.
okay, cool.
All right, hold up. Hold this.
Show them the goodies.
Oh, how do I turn? I need to turn this off because I can't see anything right now. Okay. See?
Yummy.
Well, it's gonna cook down some more because we added the zucchini in kind of late, so we gotta wait till it gets soft. So I have 6 minutes on the timer, and let's see how much battery I have left. 10% battery. Let's see. Can my battery last 6 minutes? Who knows? I really feel like I put way too much pasta.
It's
for
okay.
the
Maybe we
water
can cheat
ratio.
the pasta for something else.
But no, I'm saying for the water ratio. I just hope that it cooks right.
Maybe we'll just keep stirring it.
You're so funny. It says low battery.
It's okay. We have good faith.
And you know, I really need a plate. I need a pan.
Like a pot.
Let's see how big. This is what I get for using the biggest one.
To steam it.
I know you helping wash the dishes. Okay, so the device will be turned off now.
No!
Yeah, too late.
It died? No.
Okay, so my device is going into battery saver mode. Oh,
But clear your apps. It'll save the battery more.
it's not the battery, it's the temperature. I can put it in the freezer. Hold on.
Somebody watching this is probably
I've done this before. One time I was recording outside. And I put my phone in the freezer for a few. No, it wasn't a live recording. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like maybe I should just. Okay. So I'll show you guys the food because I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it till it's over. There's the pasta, and I really want to show you guys the whole plate. Okay. but it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you can always keep it on the charger right now while it's cooking.
I made homemade spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce. All I did was blend up fresh tomatoes. Okay, I'm going to recap the whole thing before this goes off. I took fresh herbs of rosemary, basil, onion, garlic. I used some oregano and some Italian seasonings. Onions. Sauteed it all in oil first. So the oil can extract all of that great garlicky flavor. Then I used the last time I made it, I cut up the tomatoes, but tonight I didn't feel like cutting up a bunch of tomatoes. So I blended it in the blender. And it turned out, what I thought was really watery, but it actually now is a good consistency if you take a look at it.
Pretty thick.
Yeah, it's getting thick there. And it has some gray squash. I really like gray squash. It has a lot of flavor. Or gray zucchini. I think it's called gray squash. Or it might be called, I don't know. But anyways, it has a lot of flavor and I like cooking with it. I put it in my vegan pizzas that I make. By the way, I make like the best vegan pizza. I can't wait to share that meal with you guys. And then we got this pasta. Okay, so did I mention everything I did here? So I sauteed it all up together and I just let it cook and let the flavor sit in. I put a little sea salt, a little onion salt from Trader Joe's. It's like this onion seasoning with like a dash of salt, which is not enough salt. So I added a little Himalayan sea salt. This is a really simple, basic meal. I kind of just threw it together. You know, kids was hungry and I really wasn't going to cook. I'm actually considering fasting for the rest of this week or for a few days this week because there's some things that I need to manifest. And now my battery's dying. I need to manifest. And I wanted to get focused on some things, especially with jumping off and trying to start my practice and wanting to, with my job ending soon and needing to support my family. And I wanted to focus, and I was going to fast today. And so I decided to cook, but I'm going to consider doing that. But yeah, I'm glad I got to get on and share this experience with you guys and update you on what's going on. And, you know, I knew these days would happen where I would start having doubts of following my purpose. But let's hope that it's, you know, that was just a feeling and that I'm not going to stay in that vibration for sure. And
maybe you're inspiring somebody else to get out of that.
Hopefully. And that's why I have to believe that there's a greater power here at work, that no matter what goes on negative in my life, that there's a force within me that's driving me for the best, you know, outcome, for my highest good. And so, you know, sometimes you just have to believe that, you know, we didn't come here to be just miserable, stressed, struggling, to be unawake, to be living like the collective conscious, which is no way to live. And so sometimes we just have to realize that. And I have 45 seconds left on my pasta. Maybe you guys will be on when I plate it. Give me a plate. Give me a plate.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I need my pasta drainer, huh?
Drain the pasta. I think we have enough time to do it. Chef it.
Oh, wait. Let's see. I can put the charger plug back on.
It's done, I think. 30 seconds. We're doing Chop's Kitchen right now. But it's
Chopped.
the Zen Kitchen. Zen Kitchen.
All right, so 13 seconds. Did you give me a plate yet?
Okay, you need a plate.
I'm feeling like this isn't enough sauce anymore.
Uh-oh.
All right. I would have added mushrooms, but I ran out of mushrooms yesterday. Aww. All right, the noodles is done. All right, is it?
There we go.
Oh,
and I can do it. Here.
You
have
sure? They're right there in that drawer. Okay. All right, so it's almost done, and I can show you guys, and then I'll finally let you go. I don't know who would actually watch this video for 48 minutes, but you know, I would watch it. I always think that I always want to rush off because I'm afraid that people would get bored or tired. But it's okay. I'm not offended if you don't. I understand, you know. But if you don't have anything else to do, and maybe you want to learn something or what?
You're not done.
What do you mean it's not done? Oh. Okay, give me a noodle. Rinse it in cold water first. I should have tested it before we drained the water. Okay.
Do we have enough time? That's the question. Alright, it's not done.
Oh my God, it's hard as a rock. They said 7 to 8 minutes.
That is live.
Okay. I'm sorry. My stuff is ready, but the noodles aren't. Get the hot water. Get the other noodles. They take a minute. Okay. No, we still got to cook those. I can't waste it.
No, we got to cook it.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just not done.
I just don't have another 7 minutes of time on here. Ooh, be careful. You just said a cuss word, and that's not nearly enough water.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
My finger burned.
I don't have any problem with cuss words. I was just messing with
No,
her.
I do.
There's no judgment
No,
here.
I do. I'm trying to not cuss, so I needed that.
I mean, I'm trying to not.
No, I'm trying.
I mean, I prefer not to in public
It's
around
hard.
my son or whatever, but you know.
No, not. I needed that. I do.
Wait, is it?
Because I have a cereal mouth, and I'm trying to contain myself.
What are you doing? Huh? You ready for your dinner? Well, at least it wasn't nasty. I thought your face was looking like that because you thought it was nasty.
No, it was good, but it's just not done. It's okay.
I tell you
We
what,
don't
the
let stuff
sauce
like
is
that,
so
but-
good. Oh my god. Oh yes.
Wait.
Oh my god. I could just eat
I
the
mean,
sauce.
we could do like 3 to 5 minutes more.
Oh, because we don't need, but we still have to wait for it to heat up.
Put
Okay.
it on the ice.
So
It's not on.
it's not on.
No.
Anyways, I'm just gonna end the video now. Because
I mean, you can always post a picture, can you?
yeah. So I mean, if you want to see what it looks like, I will post it on my Instagram. My you know, I always do silly stuff like that.
Did
One
you
time I was
crack it?
recording. No, it was already cracked. One time I was recording a video. It's getting the light better. Recording a video and it fell in the middle of the video and I started cracking up, but I left that part in the video.
Uh-huh.
The video dating after your spiritual awakening. Anyways,
I need
one
that.
more look at the food. I will post. I'll since I can't stay on longer because we done screwed up the noodles by draining the whole water without testing it first, so they're hard still. I'm gonna post a picture of it on my Instagram channel, and it's zen.mommy. So zen.mommy. And if you want to see a picture, I'll post it there. And it'll automatically post to my Zen Mommy Facebook page. And that is facebook.com/ZMommy. And also, if you haven't checked out my website, it's zenmommyawake.com. That's www.zenmommyawake.com. And yeah, just check it out. If you want to, tell me what you think. If you're interested in a free consultation, submit a form. And you guys have a great day. And thank you for watching. And I'm working on my next series of videos. It's coming to me. And but I'm gonna be on live more. That's one thing I do want to do. Maybe I won't spend a whole hour or anything, but I want to be a little bit more interactive, especially on the search for my purpose on starting this Reiki and energy healing practice and leaving my job and just completely having faith. I want to have it all documented. All right. So you guys have a good night. Peace and love. Namaste.